So the second section of control charts is control charts for attributes. So under this section we'll have three types of chart: P chart, D chart and C chart. So let us see what is this. P chart is also called fraction defective chart. This is called number of defectives chart. This is nothing but number of defectives per unit. So under control chart for attributes, likewise control chart for attributes means for variables means we have read X bar chart, R chart and sigma chart, standard deviation chart. So those comes under control chart for variables. These are control chart for attributes, qualitative one: P chart, D chart, C chart. P chart is nothing but fraction defective chart. Okay. D chart is nothing but is also called number of defectives chart. C chart is called number of defectives per unit. Now let us discuss the first one, P chart. Likewise, whether it is a control chart for attributes or variables, the same structure like constructing the control limits, drawing the control chart with sample number on x-axis and fraction defect corresponding statistic on y-axis, plotting the points and drawing the conclusion about it. Now let us see what are the major steps involved in this. Okay, now P, fraction. How do you define a fraction? As fraction is nothing but you'll have a numerator and denominator. Did you remember the proportion which we test for single proportion, test for difference of proportion, which we have discussed in the previous semester? How do you define the proportion? As P is equal to x by a you are defining, where x is the number of individuals and n is the total sample size. Similarly, as this SQC is related to quality, we are using P as, instead of proportion, we are using P as proportion of defectives. So let us consider the lot size. Here onwards we use lot size for n. We have lot size as n and the D as the number of defectives in it. Okay, we have a lot of size n and out of those there are D number of defectives. Then here P is called the fraction defective or proportion of fraction defectives, which we define as D by n. Okay, which we define as P is equal total here and the number of, like P is equal to x by n, you have defined number of individuals possessing a character by total number of individuals. Here total, similarly total in the denominator, D the number of defectives in the numerator. If you observe here, n is a fixed number, it's not a variable, where D is a variable and it follows a binomial distribution with n comma p. Okay, where n is the lot size, p is the proportion of the defectives. Here D is the number of defectives, which is a variable, random variable, follows a binomial distribution with n parameters n comma p. And now what is mean of binomial distribution np? Variance of if x follows bnp, what is its mean? Mean is nothing but np. Okay, variance is nothing but npq, where q is 1 minus p. Here instead of x you have d here. So to write this is the description of P chart. P chart is calculated for fraction defectives. Let us consider lot of size n, d with the number of defectives. Then small p indicates the fraction defectives, which is nothing but d by n. If we observe here, this is a constant, d is a variable here, moreover random variable with a which follows a binomial distribution as with parameters n comma p. Why binomial means out of the each unit can be categorized into a defective one, non-defective one. Only we have two alternatives. So D follows a binomial distribution with n comma p. Now we have defined p. Statistic is defined. To construct the control limits, In the control limits, I said you how do you construct the control limits or 3 sigma limits. Try to recall that how do you define the 3 sigma limits for any statistic t. You'll have UCL t plus expectation of t plus 3 into standard error of t, and LCL of is equal to expectation of t minus 3 standard error of t. CL is nothing but expectation of t. This is the definition for UCL and LCL using 3 sigma limits. Now if you want to construct the limits for p, means if you want to find out UCL p, expectation of p plus 3 into standard error of p. LCL p is nothing but expectation of p minus 3 into standard error of p. Now how we have defined p as d by n, and also d follows binomial n comma capital P. So expectation of d is np. Variance of d is nothing but npq, where q is equal to 1 minus p. Now if you want to find out expectation of p, you should calculate expectation of d by n, which is nothing but n is a constant, expectation of d 1 by n into np, which is equal to p. Okay. Now how do you calculate variance of standard error? Means root over variance. So calculate variance of p, variance of d by n. As n is a constant, it is squared when it is taken out of the variance. Variance of d 1 by n square. What is variance of d? Variance of d is nothing but npq. We got pq by n. I think this one you already know about the standard error. Standard error of p will be root over variance of p, which is nothing but root over pq by n. So you got expectation of p as capital P and standard error of p as root over pq by n. Now to construct the control limits, you can substitute here, as these are the basic formula for this. So UCLP is nothing but p plus 3 into root over pq by n. LCLP is nothing but p minus 3 into root over pq by n. CL is nothing but p. This is the case when case 1 when standards are known. Okay, these are the, we will have likewise here x bar R chart, you will have two cases. This is the case when standards are known. Whenever standards are unknown, UCL is nothing but p bar plus 3 by root over n. Let us take out this root over n here into root over p bar q bar. Corresponding estimators we are going to substitute. If you consider this as a, you will get p bar plus a into root over p bar q bar. Always a is nothing but 3 by root over n, whether x bar chart or p chart, whatever it may be. LCL is p bar minus a into root over p bar q bar. CL is nothing but p bar. So you have constructed the control limits UCL and LCL. Again, how do you construct the control chart? Take a bivariate axis with sample number on x axis and corresponding statistic p on y axis. As we are constructing p chart, take p on y axis. Now UCL at the dotted line, LCL also at the dotted line, CL solid line. Plot the points if against each sample number. If all the points are within the UCL and LCL, we conclude the process under statistical control. Otherwise, we conclude the process out of statistical control. Thank you.